Hello, welcome to the Candidates Forum for the election on Tuesday, April 6th. This is a municipal election. So in Macomb, that includes City Council, Park Board, Library Board, School Board, and Community College Board. I'm Rich Egger. I'm the News Director of Tri-States Public Radio, and I'll be the moderator for this program. This forum is presented by the League of Women Voters of McDonough County, whose main mission is to help educate voters and involve them in the political process. To open the program, we'll hear from the three candidates running for 2 seats on the Board of Trustees for Spoon River College. They are Linda Butler, Jerry Creamer, and Brett Rantham. They will introduce themselves for up to 3 minutes each, and we'll begin with Linda Butler.
I'm Linda Butler, and I'm currently seeking re-election to the Spoon River College Board of Trustees. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters of McDonough County for the opportunity to participate in this candidates forum. I'm married, I have 2 adult children, and both of my daughters attended Spoon River College. I reside in Schuyler County, just outside of Rushville, and I'm a bank vice president and trust officer. I've served on the Spoon River College Board for the past 25 years. Before that, I taught evening classes at the college, and I served as a foundation board member for the college. I'm a community college graduate, and I also have a bachelor's degree and a doctorate degree, and I believe in the community college mission to provide education and community services to everyone in the district. I've served as past president of the Spoon River College Board and in all other offices. I have 3 main focus areas as a trustee. That's people, programs, and property. With people, we want to attract and serve as many students as possible. We want to provide faculty and staff with the tools to succeed, which leads to student success. And we want to create partnerships in our district to advance economic and community development. With programs, we want to offer the programming needed for traditional transfer students, for those seeking career and technical training, workforce development for employers, English as a second language, GED, plus our non-credit and lifelong learning courses. With property, I'm dedicated to the technology strategy that we have to offer robust and current technology resources so that we can deliver services while providing students and staff with the tools they need to develop their skills. While on the board, we've upgraded all of our facilities, starting with the Johnson Street campus in Macomb, complete renovations and a new multi-purpose facility in Canton, new buildings owned by the college in both Havana and Rushville, and outreach centers in Canton and Macomb. We plan to complete the renovation of the Macomb Outreach Center, and I hope to continue in office to finish that project. I ask for your support on April 6th. I'm proud of the growth and strength of Spoon River College, including our recent #1 ranking as the #1 college, community college in Illinois. Again, I appreciate the invitation from the League of Women Voters and all of your efforts. Thank you for your support and be well.
Thank you, Linda. Up next is Jerry Creamer.
League of Women Voters for the opportunity tonight. As Rich said, my name is Jerry Creamer, seeking re-election to the Spoon River College Board of Trustees. Currently serving in my 2nd term on the board. Prior to that, I served 6 years on the College Foundation Board as well. I am a lifelong McDonough County resident, retired from the banking industry. My wife, Diana, is a retired school teacher in the Macomb district. We have 3 adult sons who all live in the Macomb area, stayed around here to make life miserable for their parents, I think. But anyway, I've served on a lot of volunteer boards throughout the community, most of my adult life. Currently serving on the Macomb Education Foundation Board, the Macomb Community Foundation Board, and the Macomb Crime Stoppers Board. Throughout my career, I guess I followed my son's activities, so I was able to serve on a lot of boards that helped their situation out, whether it be athletics or academics in the school system. I am a former Macomb High School school board member. Like Linda, I want to see the increased activity in technical training. I think we've got some good partnerships here in Macomb, especially with the factories there's a huge need for additional training, and I think the college can offer a lot of that. College cost, education cost now is extremely high, and hopefully we can offset some of that and help people, get through life better educated. Like Linda mentioned too, the renovations of the Canton campus are huge. Again, just hopefully re-election and be able to help with the continued improvement at the outreach center and open some classrooms up out there and add to our technical and career opportunities for not only the college age students, but the older adults who need more help in getting careers started. Again, thanks for your opportunity tonight, and I encourage everybody to get out to vote. Thank you.
And we'll ask Brett Ramthun to unmute his mic and join us. He's the third candidate on the ballot for Spoon River College Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Rich. I hope everybody can hear me all right. My name is Brett Ramthun. They call me BJ. I'm known as BJ Stone. I currently live in Canton, and I operate a little radio station called Q98.1. I go by that air name, so that's how most people know me. But on the ballot, my real name will be on the ballot as Brett Ramthun. I thank the League of Women Voters for the opportunity to talk to you tonight. I've never run for any kind of office like this, so I'm a newcomer at this. I do travel throughout the area. I see clients. I broadcast high school ball games. I have served on the local chamber board of directors and been a member of several service clubs and organizations. I'm running for the position at Spoon River College on the board of trustees because I want to help the local community college continue to move forward and offer even more opportunities in post-secondary and adult education. And I will do whatever I can to help that. I believe I can contribute some new thoughts to what can be done going forward to ensure the college continues to provide what's expected and needed of a local community college. I think it's a tremendous resource to the area. I have helped out in whatever way I can. Prior to this, I've helped the school's athletic department in their efforts to stream games on the internet. I've broadcast play-by-play of some events on the radio. I've assisted as even the public address announcer for volleyball and basketball games in the new multi-purpose center. I have also participated in theater productions. I have been cast in plays as an actor, not a good one, but we made it through. And I've also participated in things at the college like the career day and had a chance to speak to students at the annual job fairs. I've always tried to be there whenever the college has asked. I think the next decade brings a lot of opportunity. At the same time, many challenges for SRC and all community colleges. The current staff at all campuses have done a tremendous job of negotiating through the challenges of the current pandemic. And I think they deserve any support they can get. If I'm elected to the board, I will work diligently to provide that for them. I will be open to ideas. Will make myself available to anyone who has thoughts about the direction of the college. And I look forward to being a new, fresh voice on the board and maybe bringing a different perspective on some issues facing this college and all colleges in the years ahead. I would certainly appreciate your support for the position on the Spoon River College Board of Trustees. And again, I thank the League of Women Voters for hosting the event and giving us all a chance to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brett. Thanks for joining us this evening. Thanks to all three of you for participating this evening. From this field of three candidates for the Spoon River College Board of Trustees, voters will be choosing two candidates. Now we'll hear from the unopposed candidates running for the Macomb Park Board. They've been asked to prepare statements of 3 minutes to introduce themselves. And we will begin with Russell Ham. Mr. Ham, welcome.
To speak to you. I've served on the Macomb Park District Board since 2016. I have lived in Macomb since 1979. My wife, Annette, and I both graduated from Western Illinois University in 1983. And I went back to WIU for my master's degree and completed my MBA in 1989. And all four of our children also graduated from WIU. Our family was able to enjoy a lot of the playground equipment offered at the different parks in Macomb when our kids were younger. They also played the sports, enjoyed many picnics and parties in these parks. From 1980 to 1993, I was actually employed by the Park District to umpire summer baseball and softball. after which I continued umpiring summers for the Macomb Area Umpires Association until 2016. I would also like to mention that Annette and I both retired last July after myself working 20 years in the billing and receivables office at WIU. Some of the things at the park that I enjoy now include the exercise equipment available at Patton Park and Veterans Park, as well as the walking trails. I also enjoy spending time at Ball 4 on the driving range and in the mini golf course. I'm most excited about the redevelopment of the Patton Park project, Pathways for Play. It will have a new walking trails, a redesigned dog park, different play pocket areas. I would encourage folks to check out the Park District's webpage for more detailed information about this. I have visited all of the parks that are maintained by the Park District and see a lot of opportunities. I really hope others in the community can also go out and enjoy the parks and all the other events put on by the Park District as much as I do. And I would like to thank all of you in the community for supporting the Park District.
She and Mr. Ham are both incumbents on the park board. Ms. Gamage?
For 15 years in Macomb. I have also been a business owner of the Old Dairy for, it'll be 10 years in July. I have a young growing family within our community, attending both public schools and our public parks consistently and continuously. We're active members in Macomb baseball in the summertime, and I really feel that with my boys in the summer, we can take part in all the parks and everything. In the past year with the pandemic, the Park District has really handled on-hand projects and activities for all age groups and demographics. And I'll be seeking re-election simply because it's only been about a year since I've been on the park board, and I feel like there is quite a bit to learn still. And once I do gain strength within the Park District board, I feel like I'll be a great asset to the community once again with everything that we continuously partner with the Macomb Park District and fundraising and everything else with our business currently. I thank the League of Women Voters for inviting me to participate and speak for running for the Macomb Park Board.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Finally, Dale Atkins' name is on the ballot for the Macomb Park Board, but he has withdrawn his candidacy because he is moving out of state. Let's move on now. There are 3 candidates running for the seats they currently hold on the library board. They too will introduce themselves for 3 minutes each, and we'll start off with Stacy Dorsett.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you to the League of Women Voters. I have served as a trustee for the board of directors of the library for a little over 6 years now. And when I talked to Sally, she asked me to present something that I truly have enjoyed doing while I was on the board. I was brought in when we first got the grant to do the library board edition. And one of the things that I have truly loved working with is helping to design and make that space available and accessible. We have had so much fun with the children's areas, designing all of the spaces for all of the different reading nooks. And it's been an absolute delight. And I have really enjoyed doing that. The pandemic has been very hard on all of us, and it's been a challenge. But now that the library is back open again, we are able to work with a nice group of people again, and everybody has been so cooperative with all of us as we try to transition and do what we need to do to serve the community. So I thank you all very much, and I hope that everybody comes out to vote for all of the candidates. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Lynn Stoltz.
Thank you to the League of Women Voters, and hopefully people will go out and vote for me. I was born and raised in Macomb. I've lived here all my life. I've had a business on the square engraving by Lynn for the last 42 years, so I truly believe in Macomb. I've been on the library board for 10 years. I took over when Mary Warnock decided to retire, and then I ran again 6 years ago. It has been very fulfilling, and like Stacy, I've enjoyed being involved with the remodeling of the old building and the building of the new building attached to the library. The people that work there are tremendous. They are always very creative and coming up with new ideas for the kids, especially in the children's area. But they're very attentive to all their customers, library patrons, and being on the board as a secretary has been very enlightening, and I so enjoy the position, and I'd like to retain it. I hope that everybody gets out and votes, and I appreciate it. Thank you tonight.
Thank you. And finally, Carol Clemens, another veteran of the library board, will make her presentation.
Hi, my name's Carol Clemens, and I've been on the library board for, I think, about 14 years. So this will be my third term, and I work full-time at WIU, and I have a side business running it out of my basement. I'm a designer, and I have an adult son, and I'm married, and I have a little dog. So I was involved with the Capitol campaign, and it was very hard to raise the money, but Macomb really came together and we managed to get it built. But I heard people say, why do you need an actual building? Everything's on the internet now. Well, I think the pandemic has shown that, you know, after the library closed, how important that facility is and the things that we offer, the information that we offer. We're an internet connection for lots of people that don't have any other access to that. We help with tax forms, and we have popular magazines, movies, CDs, music CDs. And I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, children's programs, adult programs. And I think maybe we don't stress that enough with newcomers to town. So maybe we could advertise that a little better, all of the programs that are available. I just wanted to thank the staff at the library. They outdid themselves during the pandemic with the storyboards outside the perimeter of the building to the puzzles that were in the windows. I even went up and did a couple of them because I love them. So we have a great staff, we have a great facility, and we provide lots of information to the community. And I hope I can stay on the board. I've enjoyed it. I'm the vice president currently, and we hope to move forward past this pandemic. So I thank the League of Women Voters for inviting me to speak. It's very important to have voices, all sorts of voices heard. And thanks for listening, and remember to go out and vote.
Okay, and thank you to Carol, Lynn, and Stacy for their public service. We're going to move on now to the Macomb School Board. 4 incumbents, all seeking another term in office, and they are Jill Myers, Larry Adams, Kishore Kapali, and Jim LaPrade. We'll hear from Jill Myers first. She is currently the board president.
Thank you, Rich. First, I want to thank the League for providing this opportunity to introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Jill Myers. I've been a member of the Board of Education for 8 years, and I've been a public servant and educator my entire life. I sincerely believe that public education is one of, if not the most important things that the government does for its residents. Education prepares our children for the future. Currently, I'm the director of the School of Law Enforcement and Justice Administration at WIU. I'm a lawyer and a parent of 3 boys and 2 grandchildren. Safety and education are my passion as well as my occupation. I want our children to be prepared for success academically, emotionally, and socially. I want them to know how to safely navigate in today's world. Cyber safety and good citizenship are my areas of expertise. While serving on the board, I attend curriculum, policy, and a myriad of committees meetings where I listen, observe, debate, and read about the needs and concerns of the districts. From this interaction, as well as my delivering meals and school supplies during the pandemic, I've come to truly appreciate and recognize how terrific our teachers, our staff, our administrative personnel, and community are when it comes to supporting education and doing the best for children. The needs of children truly come first here in Macomb. The school employees at all levels have worked exceptionally hard to provide the best curriculum, the best modalities, and the best opportunities and options for all of our students. They have willingly made changes and improvements to make our great school system even better, and our curriculum even better and run more efficiently than we've had before. All of this while trying to meet the educational and emotional challenges that we face during this pandemic. I'm honored and proud to have supported everything that the school district and individuals have done, and how much the community has been behind us in the past. And I look forward to continuing working with them as we move forward beyond this pandemic and we get back to our face-to-face education. I believe that we have the opportunities and the experiences now to enhance our children's lives, and we can only do better in the future. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you. Next, we will hear from Kishore Kapali.
Thank you, Rich. Hi, my name is Kishore Kapale, and I would like to thank voters for arranging this event and inviting me to speak. I appreciate this opportunity to interact with you all. I'm a father of two sons who are both in the Macomb school system. I got the pleasure of studying quantum physics for my PhD degree at Texas A&M and to work as a research fellow at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL for short. If you heard about the new rover that just landed on Mars, it was designed at and controlled by JPL. I have been at WIU since 2007 and currently serve as the chair of Department of Physics. I'm also involved with the University of Illinois Extension Council and the Illinois State Academy of Sciences. I have been the coach and mentor for the 4H Macomb robotics teams at 3 different grade levels, K through 4th, 5 through 7, and high school. And I had the fortune of starting many of these teams with the help of an enthusiastic group of parents and mentors. The teams were very successful at different competitions and at different levels. And my hope is to move these teams to the school district very soon. In the COVID times, we decided it's best to hold the activity and focus on students as well, being eagerly waiting started in area students engaged in science. I started a virtual Science Saturday activity that takes place on the first Saturday of the month when the university is in session. And these sessions are interactive with demonstrations and activities based on a certain theme, and they take place over Zoom. I have had the pleasure of filling in a seat when one of the elected school board member had to resign, and I got to serve for almost 2 years. It was a wonderful opportunity for me to learn the basics of what it takes to be a board member. I enjoyed my interactions with the school community, and I am excited to serve again and to contribute to the success of this great school district. As I have demonstrated, I have a vested interest in the success of local area students, and I am strongly motivated to channel some of WIU's resources to help the local students with the help of the great teachers that we have in the district. Strongly believe that there is for building a solid foundation in STEM education. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And this has to be done at an early stage. We meaningfully contribute to this space by bringing my family with the international education system, the science education paradigms, and my belief in the research-proven teaching method. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. The next school board candidate we'll hear from is Jim LaPrade.
Well, thank you, Rich. And I want to thank the League of Women Voters for holding this forum. Again, this is it's important because our democracy demands us to elect people to serve in communities. So this is truly an opportunity. My name is Jim LaPrade. I am running for my third term, finishing up my second term on the school board. I'm a former high school and middle school teacher, and I've been at Western since 2003. Am in the School of Education in the area of educational studies. All my kids will be Macomb graduates coming this spring. And when asked the question, what's best about our school district, it's the people. It's the students first, because they really matter the most. Then our teachers, and then no doubt it's our community that supports our school district. So I'm really appreciative of all three. When asked what areas we might be improving upon or could improve upon, I study education, and I really think that what we need, I think Macomb's a good district. We've got great teachers, a good curriculum program, but I think we need a 21st century curriculum program that prepares students for our ever-changing world and environment. One where our students are able to use their minds well. I think that's one of the most important things that we're seeing in our society, is people making the best decisions and smart decisions. And this curriculum program is one where science is trusted, where listening to others is respected, where students are learning to collaborate and solve real world problems. And this must be practiced in schools. One that honors our place here in Macomb and West Central Illinois, and also honors our planet. I think we need to have a system or a curriculum program where all our students know that they matter. They matter because they're human beings, and they matter because we need them in our society to be crew, not passengers on what we could call our spaceship Earth. So I think, as beginning with Jill, I think there's no doubt there is a connection between democracy and education, and good schools create a good democracy. And I think we know that there's rooms for improvement in both our schools and in our democracy. So I want to thank you for the opportunity, and I would like to thank you for allowing me to serve these past 2 terms. And I hope people get out and vote, because that's our democratic duty. So thank you.
Thank you. And as I mentioned earlier, Larry Adams is also on the ballot. He says he has a conflict tonight, so he won't be participating. We're grateful to all of you school board members for the willingness to again tackle this very difficult job. So thanks. Now we're going to move on to the Macomb City Council. Ward 5 has a contested seat. We'll meet and question the 2 women running. They are Karen Bordowitz and Ashley Katz. Here's the rules for this section. They will have 1 minute to introduce themselves. Then I will put to them 5 questions created by the league. You each will have 1 minute to answer each question, and the person answering first will be allowed a 30-second rejoinder. And to finish their section of the program, they will each have 1 minute to give concluding remarks. Karen Bordowitz, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Karen Bordowitz. I've lived in Macomb for 14 years. I work at University Relations at WIU, and I'm a graphic designer.
Okay, is that it for you?
But yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ashley Katz, your turn.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Katz. First off, I want to say a thank you to the League of Women Voters for organizing this tonight. I know it's not an easy feat, so I appreciate you. As I said, my name is Ashley. I was born and raised in Macomb, have deep roots here, as my mom was also born and raised here as well. I live in Macomb with 3 children in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th grades, and with my husband, Nick. Both of us work at Western Illinois University. I serve as the interim director of the University Union, and he serves as the director of student engagement at Western as well. So definitely have strong feelings about Town and Gown and how that relates to this position. When I learned of this vacancy, it allowed me to really delve into my passion for the city of Macomb and some strengths that I could bring to this position that I use in my professional career at Western. So again, thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to the opportunity.
Okay, let's get underway with the questions. Karen, go first. Why are you running for this position?
Hi, I'm running because I want to give back to the community, and also I have the time for it, the interest for it. I have 3 boys. The youngest is going to be graduating college in a couple of months, a couple of weeks, really. And I want to keep, once your kids are not in school, you have to do things to keep involved in the community. And this is a really great opportunity for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashley, same question. Why are you running for this position?
As I mentioned, I was able to really reflect upon my passion for Macomb. I have 3 young children who are experiencing the community, and I get to experience it through their eyes right now as well. So in addition, my background and my work experience, I think would really shine through in this position between budget experience, facilities management, and relationship building that I use on a daily basis, I think would really serve me and the ward in this role.
Ms. Bordowitz, do you care to add a remark for 30 seconds? No? Let's move on to the next question. It goes to Ms. Katz first. What have you done to prepare to serve on the City Council? And what qualities do you have to contribute to the job of alderperson?
I have done a bit of research to prepare for this role. I took a little bit of a deep dive into the budget yesterday and learned about where we stand and where we're headed into this next year, especially with the census numbers coming in and what that looks like for the budget. And it sounds like that we're going to be in a lot better position in regards to budget than we were, than it could have been anticipated, even though our census numbers are looking to come in lower. I've also had some conversations with some city leaders on what's expected of this role, and took some time to reflect to make sure that I was indeed able to serve my community as best as I could.
Ms. Bordowitz, same question. What have you done to prepare to serve on the City Council, and what qualities do you have to contribute to the job of alderperson?
My qualities are my maturity and my organizational skills, and my relationship with other people on the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Katz, do you care to add anything for 30 seconds?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Ms. Bordowitz, the next question will go to you first. What issues in the 5th Ward or the city as a whole are important to you, and how would you seek to address them?
Going around to my neighbors, I've asked them what they are most concerned about. Most people are interested in what's happening on their street, things like parking, and whether the streets are 1-way or 2-way, and being able to park overnight. And also the condition of the roads, the drainage. A lot of people are a bit disturbed by the lack of upkeep on the roads.
Thank you. Ms. Katz, same question. What issues in Ward 5 or the city as a whole are important to you, and how would you seek to address them?
I think a major issue within the community as a whole would be economic development, as well as positive business growth within the community. I think with those improvements and work put into those different areas, we can really see an uptick in numbers of the community, and which will all eventually then help recruitment for the university as well. So I think a lot of energy and thought needs to be put into those areas in particular.
Thank you. Ms. Bordowitz, any response for 30 seconds? No? If not, we'll move on. Ms. Katz, you answer first with this question. Concerns about racial attitudes in the city have been raised. How might city government help to improve them?
These issues are critical, and they're something that we need to pay attention to and think about. And I think the main thing when it comes to these issues, as a city council member, would be to listen and to be transparent in decision making and any decisions that are being made. I'm lucky that I do have positive relationships already and working relationships with the new chief of police and the NAACP president. So I'm thankful for those, and going back to relationship building, that's what it's all about, and listening and hearing what those issues are.
Ms. Bordowitz, concerns about racial attitudes in the city have been raised. How might city government help to improve them?
I am very sensitive to the racial attitudes in this town. I think that having our new police chief is going to be a good step forward to building better relationships. And, I would listen to the people and work with them as much as the city board would allow, and try to make our relationships stronger.
Thank you. Ms. Katz, do you have a rejoinder for 30 seconds?
No, thank you.
Okay. The next question to Karen Bordowitz first. How might social media be used more effectively to alert the public about emergency issues? What are other creative ways to get facts to the public in a timely way?
I like the use of social media. I think if we can have someone who is dedicated social media user and knows how to, reach out, make graphic designs, and do it in a timely manner, using Facebook, Twitter, and as well as maybe some small videos on YouTube to help communicate and reach out in an emergency.
Thank you. Ms. Katz, how might social media be used more effectively to alert the public about emergency issues? What are other creative ways to get facts to the public in a timely fashion?
I think this is a great question. I think obviously social media is where people are right now, and that's where they're getting their information from, rather than different mechanisms as they have in the past. So I think it's something that we need to be focusing on. I think this is especially crucial in regards to our student population, our Western student population in Macomb, as they are also community members, and that's where they're at, and that's where they're looking to find information about the community. So I think using social media as a bridge for those constituents is very important. So I think being creative with all various platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and using those multi platforms is integral.
Thank you. Ms. Bordowitz, you wish to add anything? No? Sally, how are we doing on time? Time for one more question? Sure. Okay. This will go to Ms. Katz first. What committee assignments would you favor and why?
With my experience with facilities management and working on, overseeing a building as my professional career, I really do lean towards those areas of the city and strengthening the facilities management side of things and improving those aspects of the city. But also I'm definitely interested in more relational committees as well, as that's also an area that I feel like I thrive in.
I am interested in anything that would be related to helping the community, the children, and the infrastructure, and much needed repairs on the roads. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Katz, anything you want to add? 30 seconds.
No, thanks.
Okay. It's time now for concluding remarks. Ashley Katz goes first.
Thank you. You know, in my closing remarks, I just want to state that I was born and raised in Macomb. I lived here. I was MHS grad, 2-time WIU grad. Upon graduation from my master's degree, I chose to leave Macomb, and I was gone for 3 years as a young professional. And in those years, I realized how much I loved this city, and that I wanted to raise my children here. And, you know, I am excited for the potential opportunity to serve my city and be part of positive change moving forward, and really invest time to make this place even better than what I found it many years ago. So again, thank you to the League of Women Voters. I really appreciate the chance to speak in front of you all today, and best of luck to all the other candidates.
Thanks, Ms. Bordowitz. Concluding remarks?
In conclusion, I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters for this opportunity and for this forum. And I would like to remind everybody to go out and vote April 6th. And I want to thank you, Rich, for running this tonight, and thank my worthy opponent, Ashley Katz, too. And, you know, everyone go out and vote.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Ashley, for joining us tonight. Whoever wins will replace Gail Carper on the City Council. 2 members of the Macomb City Council are running unopposed. They are Dennis Moon, who's an alderman at large, and John Fajezi, who serves in the 2nd Ward. They too have been asked to prepare a 3-minute introduction. So, Mr. Moon, welcome.
Wrong button. Thank you, Rich. Many of you already know me or know of me. For those of you who don't, I'm Dennis Moon. I've served on the Macomb City Council for 18 years. I was born, raised, and educated in Macomb, graduating from WIU in 1969. I've been a member of many boards and commissions over the years: Medco, Chamber of Commerce, Teen Court, Enterprise Zone Management Board, currently serving as chairman, Macomb Public Building Commission since 1995, appointed by then Mayor Tom Carper, also serving as chairman. I've been a successful businessman for almost 50 years. In my younger days, I worked in the family construction business. I was in the bar and restaurant business for 30 years, and I'm now in partnership with my wife in the Princess Shop, a women's clothing store, which is why I have the time to participate with city council issues. One of the things I enjoy and appreciate about Macomb is the diversity of our community. This gives us the opportunity to experience the many different cultures of not only the United States, but from around the world. Being in the hospitality and retail business, I have employed many and have waited on many students. This has given me the opportunity to know many students and university professors, and have enjoyed our many conversations over the years. I often wonder how these people are doing and what successes they've achieved. Some are probably retired or getting close to retiring. I believe the city council functions pretty well, maybe a little more, how do I say this, exchange of questions and comments from council members. I'm not inferring that the council is not informed about the issues. The administration and staff does a great job of furnishing the information we need to make informed decisions and ask intelligent questions. We sometimes forget not everyone has the information we have available to us. By asking questions or commenting on these issues, the public learns from our exchange. I would like to thank the League of Women Voters for hosting this candidates forum. I do appreciate their efforts and believe this is a great way for the community to get to know the candidates. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moon. Mr. Vajezi is on a family vacation. He was unable to join us tonight. He did send a recording to play after these concluding remarks. The League thanks all who participated. Particular thanks to Jill Myers and especially Brenda Allison for the Zoom assistance. The public can access this program on the League's Facebook page or their website starting on March 13th. The program will also play daily until the election on Channel 15, thanks to Mark Twitchell, please consult the city's website for the schedule of this program. Thanks for your attention. Early voting has already started in the basement of the county courthouse, or you can vote in person at the polls on April 6th. Thanks again to the League of Women Voters for organizing this. Thanks to the candidates for taking time out to join us this evening. And here is the recording provided by John Vajezzi.
Hi, good evening. My name is John Vajezzi. I am the current alderman in Ward 2 in Macomb. First, I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters of McDonough County for having this forum this evening. Unfortunately, I am out of town and can't be there in person. Just a little bit about myself. I've been a resident of Macomb for over 15 years. During that time, I've always told everybody that to be part of a community, you really need to be involved with the different groups. Some of the service groups I've been involved with have been Rotary International, the Macomb Chamber of Commerce, Macomb Area Economic Development Corporation, Western Illinois University Performing Arts Society. I've been a leader with both the Boy Scouts of America and Girl Scouts of America, and I've been a coach with both the Macomb Boys Little League and the McDonough County Girls Softball League. Again, that's just a little bit about myself. Thank you for your time. Good evening. One of the questions that was posed to me was, what is my favorite thing about Macomb? That's really kind of a two-part answer. The first one is that we are a small town, but we have a big town feel. A number of the different businesses, the community, how we get behind our businesses, the customer service that we have from our businesses, second to none. So people that come into our town and see our downtown absolutely love the vibrance and the people that are in that downtown. So it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. But most importantly, I think the thing I love about Macomb is the people. No matter what happens, we come together as a community to support each other, to support our businesses, to support whatever we need. This past year has been a horrific year for many of our businesses because of the coronavirus. But we as a community came together to support everyone. We supported all of our restaurants. We supported our small business groups. So to me, I'd say one of my favorite things about Macomb would definitely be the people. My second question that was posed to me is, what do I think is the most important thing I can suggest to our council? You know, we work very well as a council. Yes, at times we have our arguments, like everybody. At times we don't always agree with each other, but that's okay. We're supposed to make best decisions for Macomb. When we're making decisions, I'd say probably the one thing I would say to the council is make the best decision for Macomb, for the citizens. I've had decisions that I've made that I personally did not agree with, but the citizens in my ward wanted that decision. So making those decisions not based on what I think is best, but what my citizens in my ward think are best. To me, that's always the right decision to make sure that we're doing the best for Macomb.